Hello everyone, I'm Scott Aubrey with Aubrey Law. We are an estate planning and probate law firm located in Needham, Massachusetts, and I'm very excited to be here with you today. And today I'm going to talk about 4 common estate planning myths. But before we get started, if you have any questions about what I talk about today, or any questions about estate planning in general, you can go to estateplanmeeting.com and schedule time with me to talk with me for free. Again, that's estateplanmeeting.com. Go there, pick a time that works for you, and I can answer any questions you have with regarding estate planning. So today's subject is 4 common estate planning myths. Estate planning is one of those things that can be commonly misunderstood. People aren't really sure what's really involved with estate planning. Is it something they really need? Something they can get by? So I think these 4 common myths may prevent you from creating your estate plan, or maybe hindering you, taking the steps necessary to make sure that you have a proper estate plan in place. So the first common myth is that estate planning is only for rich people, and that could be the furthest thing from the truth. If you have a house, if you have a bank account, if you have a life insurance policy, if you have assets, if you have anything, then you need some sort of an estate plan. But beyond just taking account of your assets, estate planning can accomplish a lot of other goals. It helps you choose guardians for minor children. It helps protect assets from creditors, so it can pass on to your family and to your loved ones. It helps transfer property much quicker after you die. It can also keep an asset such as like a rental home, a vacation home in your family for a long period of times. You can plan for that. If you want to make charitable distributions after you die to certain organizations that you feel strongly about, estate planning can do that for you as well. So there's a lot of things beyond just taking care of your assets after you die that estate planning can do for you. Another thing is a common myth is kind of what I just said, is about it's only about happens to my stuff after I die. However, a good estate plan also accounts for protecting you while you're still alive, in event of such something as incapacity. So you want to make sure that your estate plan has the proper documents in place to protect you if something were to happen to you, and you can no longer make decisions for yourself. You want to make sure that the right people are in place to make important financial decisions on your behalf, as well as medical decisions as well. And also too, it's beyond just estate planning is beyond just transferring your stuff. It's also transferring legacy. How these things are going to get passed on to your children. How are you going to maybe support some certain causes after you are gone by making contributions to charity? So all these things can be done with the estate plan. The third common myth is that your will covers all your assets after you die, and that's not really the case. There's certain assets that fall outside of the probate system. That would be life insurance policies and any sort of account that has a transfer on death designation. That could be a bank account, that could be a retirement account. So all these things are not controlled by the will. So we want to make sure that you have your beneficiary designations up to date, because you don't want to have the wrong person to receive those assets after you die if that's not what you're intending to do. So as part of the estate planning process, we look at all those things to make sure that your beneficiary designations are up to date, that those assets are going to go where you want to go, what you want them to go. So those are all things that are part of the estate planning process. And then the fourth myth is that once you complete your estate plan, then you're done. And unfortunately, that's not really the case, because it's something that things change over time. You may have more children. You may have grandchildren. You may get a divorce. So you want to make sure that you're periodically reviewing your estate plan to make sure it's still going to function as you expect it to, and as you would want it to do. And as well, laws change as well. So you want to make sure that your estate plan is up to date with regard to all these things. So those are the 4 common estate planning myths. I hope that they haven't been preventing you from starting your estate plan. But if you have any questions about those myths, or any questions about estate planning in general, you can go to estateplanmeeting.com and schedule a time to talk with me for free. Again, that's estateplanmeeting.com. Once again, I am Scott Aubrey with Aubrey Law. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.